Hello there, welcome to Dateline Lagos. This is where we take you around the Center of Excellence, telling you stories about happenings in the state. I'm Loretta Chiogo. Let's give you the highlights of today's program. 68 communities in Ibejuleki get connected to the national grid after 5 years of living without electricity. Lagos and Kebbi states sign memorandum of understanding in the production of rice and other food crops. And Lagos workers returned to work after the Easter holidays condemned the persistent fuel crisis in the country. Please let's warn that some of the visuals you're about to watch contain flash photography. Residents of Ibejuleki may now heave a sigh of relief from persistent blackout. This is because the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, has commissioned an electrification project to connect 68 communities in Ibejuleki to the national grid. Governor Ambode said the project was part of the government's Light Up Lagos campaign, which includes the installation of street lights also. Take a look.
This is Eleko in the Ibejuleki local government area of Lagos State, one of the 68 communities that have not had electricity for over 5 years. Residents are worried that they have to generate power for themselves.
It's not really been easy. We've been the government for ourselves, providing electricity. We run generator all through the day, and with the recent fuel scarcity and all of that, it has really not been easy.
For me to go to filling station, I had to take my generator there to get fuel, and it has not been easy at all.
But all that is changing now that the governor, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, is in town to commission the electrification project connecting their communities to the national grid. And they are indeed happy.
I really thank God that I am still alive when this thing is happening.
They're not the only ones who are excited. These people are too, and they express it before their leaders, who also are waiting for the arrival of the governor for the commissioning. Here comes the governor, who was received by elated residents for the official opening of the project. The Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources, Wale Oluwo, gives the background of the project.
Sometime in September 2015, His Excellency Governor Akinwumi Ambode, the governor of Lagos, visited the Ibejuleki, Ise, Odeomi areas, where complaints of total darkness and power outage for the past 5 years in the community was brought to his attention when he visited. Now, His Excellency promptly gave a directive that we should immediately investigate and ascertain the causes of the challenge of power supply to these affected communities. Subsequently, we established that the substations of the 67 communities in the area had been vandalized and neglected for upward of 5 years. Furthermore, the only feeder line that supplied power to Ibejuleki, Odeomi, and its areas were overloaded. This development necessitated the rehabilitation of the vandalized substations in the 67 communities, the extension of a new 33 kV line, high tension cable, and it is a dedicated feeder.
The commissioner also wants facilities protected from vandals.
With this successful intervention and improved power network, the state government is also interested in the sustainability of the intervention. The need for communities and CDAs to take ownership and safeguard this huge investment of government cannot be overemphasized.
Governor Ambode reveals what led to the project, even as he empathizes with the people whom he says have suffered untold hardship.
The attention of this administration was drawn to the plight of residents of Ibejuleki, Ise, Odeomi, comprising 68 communities in Ibejuleki local government and Lekki LCDA, who have been without electricity for over 5 years. After due assessment of the situation, we commenced work last year, October, with a promise to ensure that these 68 communities are connected to the national grid. Today, we are delighted to see that these communities have been connected to the national grid. To make this project a reality, 33 kV dedicated high tension lines were laid from Ajah substation to Eleko junction, and from there spread to 68 far-flung communities. A high tension network covering 131.5 kilometers was rehabilitated, and 86 transformers were installed at a total cost of 600 million.
The governor also promises residents of about 34 communities in Badagry who are also suffering the same hardship that help is on the way.
It is expected that the commissioning of this project will boost the socio-economic activities in this area after having suffered untold setback for over 5 years. I am aware that this issue of lack of access to electricity is not peculiar to your communities alone. As I speak, a similar challenge involving 34 communities in Badagry is being addressed by the ministry.
Also important to the governor is a peaceful coexistence among all residents.
I appeal to you all to continue to live together in peace and avoid any act that may result in loss of lives and wanton destruction of properties. I also make a special appeal to you all, especially our community leaders, for your cooperation to allow development to come to your communities. The disturbances we have had at the Lekki Free Trade Zone are not acceptable, as we must join hands together to allow peace to reign.
And now to the official commissioning.
For the benefit of mankind and the prosperity of all the good people of the Lekki Division and Lagos State in general.
Residents say they are glad that this project isn't another political promise waiting for completion during the next campaign period.